Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's special video. One of the last for a while, the last weekly ones, but don't worry, I'll still be putting them out. I just have to chill back a bit, real life stuff. Sorry y'all. But we still have this week, and as you guys know from last week, if you watched last week's best level set video, go check that out if you haven't. I mean, it's fine. You can watch this one first. There's no real spoilers. I'll be talking about the worst level sets in Rolling Sky using the same methods I did in the last one. That's probably why you should check it out, because I explained it a lot more. But hey, that's fine. This level will have tertiary bonus sets. That is something I will include because it makes a lot more sense here. It's because if I had used tertiary bonuses in the last video, we'd have really weird top 10 scenarios where we have like levels that were at the bottom of S tier get first place, which wouldn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, Delusion Circle and Magic House would have won anyway, but then we'd have like the Sea and Sea World and Tsunami probably wouldn't even be on the list, and they were third place. So there's a spoiler. But that's why they'll be included in this video, because there's nothing different really would have happened if I didn't include them. So with that being said, let's get into this one. In 14th place, yes, this is a rare casual gaming top 14. We have the 4th anniversary, 154th place on the tier list, and birthday party, 179th place on the tier list, averaging out to 166.5. We're going to have very large numbers. The largest number will be the winner here, I guess. I mean, technically, they're the loser, but they're the winner of the worst level set in the game. We have 4 honorable mentions, this because it's technically a top 10. I just didn't want to exclude this one. This level set is... It's okay. We have a C tier level and a B tier level. We have birthday party C tier and the 4th anniversary B tier, very low B tier. This level, birthday party here, is in C tier because I think it's kind of boring, even with the theme cameos. It's very forgettable. I often do forget this level exists. For a bonus that it's like anniversary related, it doesn't really make me feel nostalgic at all. The World Cup remix is pretty cool, I guess. It's not that cool. I mean, there's routing issues. The 4th anniversary was the hardest level in the game. Not anymore, because it's called Trailblaze. It's the 2nd hardest level in the game now. Totally fine with that. We did need a dethronement of that, because it just felt kind of old. Still, I do think it's B tier, because it has a little bit more better routing. I think most of the mystery boxes are pretty fun to take most of the time. That's pretty much why it's higher. Overall, though, just because it's a B tier and C tier, even though there is a B tier level here, it's still going to end up in 14th place and on this list, just barely. Okay, this one might be a stretch, but I do think this is a set of 3. In 13th place, we have Street Basketball in 122nd place, Hoop Dream in 175th place, and the Basketball in 213th place, averaging out to a score of 166.7. And you know what's crazy? Street Basketball is an A tier level, and this level set is on this list because of the Basketball. In the last video, we had carry levels. This time we have like carry levels opposite, where there's levels that are so bad that they're making this list just because they've one level. Street Basketball is a very fun time, honestly. As a fun route, it introduced the bouncy ball thing. No, sorry, it didn't. That was poker. But it used it very well, considering it was a basketball level. And it even had the hoops, the fun deco. Honestly, just a very fun time. Very deserving of A tier. However, Hoop Dream only changes the theme once. Kind of dumb. It's a 1-star with a very boring route. The song is honestly very lackluster. Same thing goes for Street Basketball, by the way. That's the downside of Street Basketball. And don't even get me started on the basketball. That level's so bad, like, Yeah, that level is just... I want there to be a weekly match of that level so I can destroy it. Devil emoji. That one's for you, Mr. Pro Bro. Uh, but yeah, no, this level just has the basketball in its set, or this set has the basketball in it, which just carries it all the way down to 13th place on this list. In 12th place, we have another set of 3, Love E in 180th place, Storms in Love in 140th place, and Eternal Journey in 188th place, averaging out to a score of 169.3. Now, starting with Eternal Journey, the worst of this, I have moved it up to C tier. It is literally the lowest level in C tier. I moved it out D tier because I did realize that it is just not really D tier worthy with the rest of those levels. It is better than them. And Storms and Loves is the highest in B tier because I think that it having crowns really does help it, especially since it's the easy version. So I am glad that they did that. And Lovey is just so stupidly challenging. It's awful. It's not fun to play. It doesn't make me feel nostalgic at all because there's really no references at all. And Eternal Journey, the bonus that has theme cameos, makes me feel nostalgic even less for some reason. All have very just meh soundtracks, not that good. So it makes a lot of sense that these 3 levels would be a pretty bad set and end up in 12th place on this list. In 11th place and ending our honorable mentions, we have Halloween Night 205 or 205th place and Skeleton Party 150th place, averaging out to a score of 177.5. Yeah, we went from an average of 169.3 to 177.5. We went up by quite a bit. And this level is F tier. So why is it in 11th place if the last 2 sets didn't even have an F tier level? Or no, the last set didn't have an F tier level. No, yeah, the last 2 haven't had an F tier level because basketball is F minus. And that would be because of Skeleton Party very much hard carrying this level. The level set, because it's in B tier. This level sucks because of the randomly flinging portals. They are awful. Most of the mystery box routes suck because they rely very heavily on those heavily flinging portals. The reason this level is a 6-star, I am willing to bet, is the fact that there are randomly flinging portals. And that to me is just dumb because RNG, as we've seen in this game, results in horrible level sets. Alone 2 and Lost City. Fun fact, those levels are not on this list, I'm pretty sure, because of Venus, so you can think that level. Still, Skeleton Party is a lot better, even though it is a 1-star. The reason it's in B tier is because it is a 1-star, but still, the music is so much more iconic. And at least that level is somewhat fun. So I think it's one of the most average levels in the game, but even average could have saved this level if Halloween Night had been better than this. Still, this is the opposite of the carry level of this set, getting it in 11th place on this list. Okay, now I don't know if I even necessarily agree with this one, but this is just how the averages work. In 10th place, we have Massive, 170th place, and Illusion, 195th place, averaging out to a score of 178. So yeah, that happened. We have the first set of the first bonus, or the first ever level set is on this list. It's because they're 1-stars, guys. It's because they're 1-stars. Illusion is D tier just because, it doesn't really, sure, there's some nostalgia factor, but it's just really boring. Massive at least has a bigger nostalgia factor considering it was the first ever level. And as a day 1 player, I obviously feel that nostalgia. But, like, yeah. I didn't really expect this level to be here when I was doing the calculations. But, yeah. They're on this list. Honestly, I didn't even expect that. I honestly don't think that these levels are like that. I think that the set before this should have been here. However, that's just how the numbers lie, and it's my own fault for putting them here, honestly, so, oh well. In 9th place, we have Midnight Carnival, 152nd place, Halloween Escape, 201st place, and Cobweb, 190th place, coming out to an average of 181. So, the level that I'm playing right now, yeah, that's the carry down factor. Both Cobweb and Halloween Escape are D tier levels. However, this level is much lower in D tier. In fact, it's the second lowest in D tier, whereas Cobweb is the second highest. So, that says a lot. I don't like this level because it's just very boring. Especially, like, 2 stars can do very well. As we saw in the last video, the first place level set had a 2-star. I'm not going to say what it was for spoiler reasons, but it had a 2-star in it. And, I mean, that's just not the case here. This is one of the weakest 2-stars. It's very boring. And decoration in this level set's never been my favorite, which is kind of why Midnight Carnival is so low, even though it's the highest. I've never really liked this. And these have been my least favorite Halloween levels. Other than Halloween Night, I mean, these ones have been my least favorite for quite a while. And all 3 of them lose to Skeleton Party. The only reason they're higher than Halloween Night and Skeleton Party set is because there's 3 of them rather than just 2. Cobweb's a 1-star. It's boring. That's all I really need to say about that level. And Midnight Carnival is the most fun because it's a 5-star. Still, there's just some routing issues in my opinion too. It's kind of boring as well. So for those reasons, this level gets 9th place. This level set, I should say. In 8th place, we have Reggae, 171st, and Mental Rave, 196th, coming out to an average of 183.5. This is definitely the worst level of the 2. It's a 2-star. It's pretty boring. The slow pads in this level actually are really annoying because this level's easy already. It does have the fidget spinners. Pretty cool, like, vibe it has. But that's pretty much all I can say about it. That's that good. Reggae kind of suffers just from being a boring 2017 generic level. The theme is okay. We've had better music-related levels like Melodic Metropolis, Musical Theater, Moonlit Night Movement, all of those. So I think these are kind of outdated power crept, if you can say that. They don't really even have that good soundtracks too. I'm not really into that kind of soundtrack. I wouldn't even say that they're better than the Fireworks soundtrack, you know. Shouldn't have put that one in my top 15, but I just don't have too much to say about these levels. They're probably some of the most forgotten ever. In fact, my deeper dive for Reggae didn't come out for so long just because I actually forgot that I hadn't done a video on it for so long. I'm not kidding. Like, I literally forgot that I hadn't done a deeper dive on it already. And Mental Rave, I just had to do it anyway because one of y'all suggested it. So yeah, probably one of the most forgettable sets, which is why they're down here. It's a D tier and a C tier level. So it makes sense that they're near the bottom / top of this list, whatever. In 7th place, we have a level set that surprised me when doing calculations. Microchip, 186th place, and Digital Matrix, 182nd place, coming up to an average of 184. Once again, you might be asking, why am I playing this level so it's rated higher? Because, you know, I'm playing the worst levels. And that's because I have to watch an ad to play Microchip. And I don't want to do that, just like I said the same thing with Nirvana last time. As for both of these levels are in low C tier. So I expected them to just not be on this list, especially this high if they were going to be on the list. But I guess being pretty average doesn't work too well for you here. Digital Matrix has some routing flaws, especially with its third crown. As you saw in one of my videos, I literally got the 3rd crown without wasting my shield, and I was like, I'd never done that before, so I was proud of myself. Very much is a 4-star, not a 3-star like it initially was. And Microchip suffers from the mini-level syndrome, as well as having 6 keys, which I find very stupid. However, it was the last mini-level, ending us from those suffering, so it took that sacrifice. The concept is very unoriginal, in my opinion, though. I really don't understand it. Soundtracks are both okay. I prefer the Microchip one. It's definitely more iconic. This one's okay as well, though. They both have fine decoration, I guess. I don't know. The high-tech, like, just in general thing was overused, especially at this time period. This is definitely one of my most forgettable 2019 sets. However, I don't forget about this set often. It's just one of the most forgettable ones of 2019. Yeah, not my favorite. Very average, honestly. I don't ever come back to either of these levels, and I never generally have to, because they don't generally end up in a video. So here's your Microchip and Digital Matrix cameo. In 6th place, we have Poker, 181st place, and Joker, 192nd place, averaging to 186.5. Yeah, I've already made it clear that I don't really like Joker at all. The soundtrack is repetitive, boring, these random theme changes that are very stupid, honestly. Definitely 2017-esque stuff going on here. My friend was talking to me, and she was like, yeah, this is one of my favorite levels ever, because she just loves, like, the gambling stuff or whatever. I'm like, that's cool, but I just think this level is very boring. But I do understand that, because, you know, Chess Fortress is my favorite, and that's just because chess is my real life passion. So I can understand when someone would like this level set. However, not for me. It's just not for me. I don't even like the decoration that much, but obviously that's just personal preference. This is definitely one of the most 2017 levels to exist in this game, if that makes sense. It just is. Very 2017X. With the theme changes, decoration, everything reminds me of that. Poker is one of the hardest 5-stars in the game to perfect, in my opinion. Not as hard as, like, Pipeline or Competition Park, but still pretty challenging. And I feel like that actually brings it down for me, because the crowns are just absolute dog crap. They're horrible. Even the last gem of this level is also horrible too. So like collectibles can be kind of bad in these 2 levels. I've never really been that big of a fan of them. Ever since release, I only like Poker's soundtrack, and I feel like that's a saving grace. But once again, it's a C tier and a D tier level. Very similar to Reggae. The placements are just lower, which is why this level is technically higher on this list. Still, wicca word. Sorry, had to say it. In 5th place, kicking off our top 5, we have Happy Birthday in 197th place, and Anniversary in 198th place, coming out to an average of 197.5, because that's how averages work. Yeah, these levels are very interchangeable to me. The placement really doesn't matter. I just literally switched the placements right now because I don't want to play Happy Birthday, but they could literally flip on a dime. They're kind of the same to me. Both D tier. I don't like either of them. For the first Anniversary levels, they're very just not nostalgic and very annoying. I hate all of their mystery boxes, almost. I do like that last one in Happy Birthday because it takes no effort to get. The other ones just suck. I can't think of a single one that I actually think is actually fun to get. They're not. I mean, like, this one's just required for a gem, so if you're gonna get the gem, you might as well just get the mystery box anyway. So, like, I don't even know. Love the Anniversary song, though, and the fact that it made a cameo in Trailblaze. Definitely like that. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Anniversary. Happy Birthday has horrible mystery boxes, probably even worse than this levels. Worse to get, too. Really awful to collect them. I hate doing it. And it's just a really challenging 6-star, which is fine with me. But when you have horrible mystery box routes, it's just not fun to play for anybody. Especially when you're coming back to the level. I never come back to that levels. Especially because the unlock method is either watch an ad or pay $2. which is just so dumb. I understand it was the first anniversary levels, but I could literally play it without watching an ad for free on the Nintendo Switch version, which I do have. So, um, that's my argument for these levels being pretty low and 5th place on this list. In 4th place on this list, we have Championship in 207th place and American Football in 203rd, coming to an average of 205. This is our first instance on this list of double F tier, and it certainly will not be our last. In fact, I think the rest of the levels on this list are double F tiers. So yeah, American Football is the highest level in the F tier. It is the best of the worst, and this level's not too far lower. I honestly hate the sport of American football. I am American myself. I've never liked it. I think it's overrated as hell. No American should agree with me on this. Like, I'm begging you guys, don't agree with me on this. Like, it's just awful. I just can't bear to watch it, honestly. I can't even bear to watch the Super Bowl sometimes. But don't follow my example here. Like, don't. You'll make your life harder. Just pretend you like it. I could say this because I'm anonymous here. The routes of both of these levels are just suck. They're way too RNG heavily just on the football players as well. Crowns can sometimes be way too difficult, especially this one right here, which looks easy. It's not. It's probably the easiest of the level, but it's still not that easy. And random movements with your fingers, especially with the pads that slide you, are just really annoying. Like, see, both of the swivel players actually blocked my path that direction, which I could not tell until I was already locked into going that direction, which is really dumb that can happen. In fact, that rarely ever happens to me, but the fact that it can is really annoying. Both of the levels end like this in a calm scenario, and the decoration is just lackluster as well. I've never really liked it. So yeah, for those reasons, this level set gets 4th place on this list for just being annoying in its theming and routing. In 3rd place, bronze medal for being the worst level set in the game, we have Golden Christmas 208th place and Christmas Gospel 206th place. Another double F tier, averaging out to 207 because that's how averages work. Oh, a mystery box level that honestly doesn't even have that bad of box routes. It's just really boring level. Way too RNG heavy. You're seeing a pattern, I guess. That also just has the faster mechanic, which is really annoying. I'm glad they stopped doing it after this level set, because this level set is in the F tier. It's a double F tier. So obviously both levels are bad. Both levels have the faster mechanic. Do you see a pattern? I mean, the real problem is that they're way too RNG heavy. And who's actually going to play this level in faster Lilliput mode? Like, are you insane? Do you want to torture yourself? Because if you do, that's fine. Just don't do that. Like, don't do it to yourself. It's not worth it, trust me. And Christmas Gospel is a little bit better. Just barely. It's routing. It's a 4-star, so it's a little bit better, but honestly, I think 4 stars are kind of cursed. Still, don't even get me started on the soundtracks. This is the most boring excuse for a soundtrack I've ever heard. It's just another stupid Jingle Bell remix. At least in 2019, they made the Jingle Bell remix good for both Aurora Tour and Reindeer's Gifts. These are awful. They're like basically the same thing. The themes look disgusting, honestly. And they're just very lazy. The decoration is honestly not that good. So yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this level or its bonus, which is a punishment bonus, by the way. It's still better. So yeah, I could officially say that this level set finally gets 3rd place in something, and that is being the 3rd worst level set in the game. In 2nd place, silver medal for being the worst, or 2nd worst level set in the game, we have Circus, 204th place, and Clown Park, 211th place. 2nd worst level in the F tier, this level right here. Horrible 1-star, by far the worst in the game. And that's because of its routing being very the same. Literally every single gem is the same thing, except for like the first one, the last one, and the second to last one, or no, the third to last one, where you have to do that incredibly hard swipe that should not be in a 1-star level. Incredibly unbalanced. It's way too short, and it's just not fun. Like, what even is that? I think that's the second to last gem, though, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe it's the last one. I don't know. Still, not good level design at all here. Doesn't change themes at all, which I understand that it's short, but, like, it should change themes at least once. And the thing is, I like the color of this theme more than the other one, but, I mean, I can't do this level any justice. Circus is not much better, though, because I don't even like the decoration of either of these levels. Not that good. And the routing of Circus, also not that good. I mean, it's probably the best 4-star. It is the best 4-star of the F tier, but that's once again very relative. It's not that fun to play for me either, honestly, and probably the only time I was ever a fan of it is when it first came out. So yeah, for all those reasons, this level set can, once again, for the first time, get second place in something, and second place silver medal goes to this level set for being the second worst in the game. But the worst level set in the game, it's a little closer than last week's. We have Naval Battle, 212th place in the game, and Pirate Ship, 210th place in the game, averaging out to 211. First place, gold medal, for being the worst level set in the game. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, honestly. When you have two levels that are literally at the bottom of the F tier, that are almost the exact same placement, pretty interchangeable, I feel like it makes sense that they're gonna be the worst level set in the game. Because the reason Alone 2 wasn't even on this list is because of Venus being in the A tier, high A tier, which saved it. Although its average was like, I think 2 below 14th place on this list, so I think it would have been 15th place. And the basketball had street basketball to save it. This level's up next. So yeah, next on the chopping block. Makes sense. Horrible routing this level. Not even good theming. Soundtrack's pretty bad. I can't believe I got that crown on the first try without losing my shield. Once again, way too RNG heavy. Was in the mini level era. Horrible era of the game. I had a glitch right there that they finally fixed, which honestly didn't improve its placement at all for me. And Pirate Ship suffers from the same stuff. You could even call it whatever you want. But once again, I mean, it has a better soundtrack. Once again, relative. Can't believe I got that crown on the first try as well. I'm literally fluking these crowns. And the fact that I even say that means that the crowns are just awful. Pirate Ship does everything that this level does, like, a little better, but once again, little is very relative. And yeah, I mean, nothing these levels do is, oh my gosh, how did I do all three of those without losing my like, that's the fact that I'm saying that is actually insane. All three of these levels crowns are probably some of the worst in the game. I commented on someone's comment saying that all three of these crowns would be in my top 10 list for worst crowns in the game. All three of them. They're awful. Like, all three of them are legitimately some of the worst level crown designs I've ever seen. So yeah, for all those reasons, I mean, this level set is by far, first place gold medal, the worst level set in the entire game. But that is going to do it for this week's special video, guys. I will see you guys in next week's special video, and then there might be a little bit of a break for a while, so we'll see. But I'll see you guys in the next deeper dive.